talk to Dr. Dixon.
What for?
Well, he told me that Dusty Donovan is the father of your child.
Oh. Well, the reason I didn't say anything is because I know Dusty works here. I didn't want to embarrass him.
I understand. Anyway, John suggested that the three of us sit down together and talk things out. And I think it's a very good idea.
No, but that's not necessary. Dusty and I have already decided what's best.
Well, don't you think you should at least suggest it to Dusty?
Suggest what?
There's Lily. She looks really upset. Why don't you go talk to her?
Oh, Mrs. Snyder, what's wrong? What happened to her?
Is that okay?
Maybe she fell through the boards in the halo.
Oh, no. Oh, what did the doctor say? Is she okay?
The doctor is still running tests. He wants a second opinion. He hasn't made a diagnosis yet.
See her? She's with Craig.
How bad
Craig
is
is with her now.
She has lost the use of the lower part of her body.
You mean she's paralyzed? Oh, God.
Craig, look, I'm really glad you're here, but I think you should...
No buts. No, I told you that I'm going to stay right here with you until you are okay.
How did you hear about this?
Mama? Seth called the hospital. She heard about it. I called to say the ambulance was on the way. Why did I leave you out there alone, Iva? I shouldn't have...
Why are you blaming yourself? I told you to leave. Now listen, I'm a big girl, you know. I can handle all this. I can. I don't know how I'm gonna handle not walking again, though.
Hey, come on. Cut it out. Stop that. You don't go jumping to conclusions here. Dr. Hester doesn't know a thing yet, all right? Hey, you know how many people are out there? All your fans? Everybody's rooting for you.
Yeah. Does Lily know yet?
I'm not sure.
Would you do me a big favor? Would you go find her for me?
Honey, I told you I'm
Now
not
listen
gonna
to
leave.
me. You want to help? Huh? Then go find her for me, okay?
I know they're in here somewhere, Fenwick. Hold on. There.
Where would you like this, Mrs. Reyes?
Oh, right here's fine, thanks.
Are you all right, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm just a little chilly, that's all.
Perhaps you should have accepted your mother's invitation to stay.
Oh, I really wanted to come back here. Thanks for driving me.
Anytime. Good night, Mrs. Reyes.
Good night.
All right, thanks, Mom. I'm coming over there. I'm on the way, all right?
What is it? What happened?
She had some kind of accident when I left. They're taking her to the hospital.
Oh, no.
Look, why don't you come with me, okay?
I know. I don't think I should, but you go and call me and tell me what her condition is. Please call.
Hello, Sierra.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by butter-flavored Crisco. It gives baked and fried foods a rich butter flavor. And by New Comet, a clean you can take everywhere, from porcelain sinks to delicate fiberglass tubs.
You know, Tonio, I really would appreciate it if you consult me first before you popped up here unannounced.
I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just very worried about Iva.
Why?
Because she had an accident. She's in the hospital, and I don't know how serious it is. Craig got a call when he was here earlier.
Montgomery was here?
Why do you ask like that? I'm not hiding the fact that Craig and I are seeing each other.
I hope you're not hiding anything else from me, Sierra. You went to the hospital today for a physical. Why?
Because I had some symptoms that wouldn't go away. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing really wrong with me, that's all. There's no mystery in that, Tonio.
When I ran into you at the hospital, you said you were there with Betsy because she had an appointment with Dr. Samuels.
What about it?
Well, later I heard Dr. Samuels ask you to call her for the test results, not Betsy.
Look, what's the point of all this, Tonio?
The point of all this is that I'm still your husband, even though we're not living together. I'm going to ask you a question, Sierra. And I want an honest answer. Are you pregnant?
Dr. Hensler's here.
Miss Snyder, this is Dr. Engler. He's a neurologist from Chicago General. He's going to examine you and then let me know his opinion of your situation.
All right.
We're ready to do the CAT scan now.
What exactly does that CAT scan do?
Well, it should help us to locate the source of the problem, and then we can discuss the various options for treatment.
One thing I want to know is, am I going to be able to walk again?
It's far too early to be making predictions. Now, let's just take it one step at a time, okay?
Right, baby, huh?
All right, please, roll her down to the CAT scanner.
Yeah, just in a minute, okay? Remember that promise we made to each other, right? We both can wind up in the winner's circle, okay?
I know. Just find Lily for me.
I will. I'll find it for you. I promise, okay? I promise.
Look,
How bad is this?
well, it's hard to say. She has no sensory or motor sensation in her lower extremities.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, if the spinal cord's not damaged, she could have a complete recovery, but if it is, she could be permanently paralyzed.
Hey, Betsy, what's all the hubbub here?
Well, Ivor had an accident out at the farm. They just brought him to the emergency room.
I'm sorry to hear it. Was Franny out there when it happened?
Yeah, she was.
Listen, I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee in the cafeteria. If you hear anything, will you let me know?
Sure.
Okay.
What are we going to do? I mean, Ivor is counting on that medical coverage. I mean,
I know.
can't you just write out a check and predate it? Wouldn't that work?
Baby, it's not honest, and it's not going to do any good, because if the premium is due 2 weeks ago, I mean, there's nothing we can do. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you want me to feel worse than I already do?
Look, I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry, but getting angry at me isn't going to help anything.
I am not angry at you. Look, can we go to the... just talk. Go have a cup of coffee.
No, I want to wait for Craig and see what he says about Ivor.
I am sure that Craig will be able to find you if there is any news. Please? I heard you guys mention my name before. What were you talking about?
Look, Lily looks really upset over there. Why don't you go talk to her, okay?
Okay.
Look, Dr. Samuels, it's not that I don't appreciate your offer for counseling or anything, but Dusty and I have already just gone over everything. Everything's fine.
Well, that's odd, Meg, because I didn't get that impression from Dr. Dixon. According to him, Dusty's been in a state of shock ever since you told him the news.
Well, I don't mean to knock Dr. Dixon or anything. I mean, he is a friend. But there is something you should know. Dusty and Dr. Dixon aren't talking. As a matter of fact, Dusty's moved out of the house, and he doesn't want him to have anything to do with this.
I wish there was something I could do, Lily.
Well, thanks for leaving a note at this table.
I figured you'd want to know about it right away.
God, I'm so glad you didn't leave town.
Yeah, we were just about to, and then Meg wanted to come straight here.
Believe me, Dr. Hessler is one of the best in the business. I don't want you to get too worried. He pulled Dusty out of a situation very similar to this, and it was fine.
I'm not going to have negative thoughts. Ivor's going to be all right.
That's good. That's good.
I'm sure.
Mrs. Snyder, can I get you anything?
No,
Coffee?
no,
or
no,
soup?
thank you, Franny. I couldn't eat a thing. Why don't you and Seth go down to the
No,
kitchen?
I don't want to leave you here alone.
Go ahead.
It's all right, Seth. I'll be here. I'll be with Emma. I'll let you know the minute anything happens.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
Come on. Yeah.
Emma, they just took her down for the CAT scan now. Okay?
How is she?
The same, as always. She's very brave.
are determined to be okay. And it's typical Iva, she was more concerned about Lily.
Lily's over there. She just came.
Thanks.
Okay.
How's Iva? Is she okay?
Come on, honey. Of course she's going to be okay.
God, Craig, I'm so worried about her.
All right. If it's any consolation, she's more worried about you. How are you doing, honey? You all right? Come here. Let me see. You okay?
No.
Honey? All right.
Well, I have to go check on a patient.
Dr. Samuels? Before you said suggest something to me, what was that about?
Oh, well, I thought that you and Meg might want to sit down with me and discuss your problem. But I understand from Meg that's no longer necessary.
No way. I'd like to do that very much.
But we're going to be leaving town soon.
Well, I know we're going to be. Possibly, Dr. Samuels, we can make an appointment for tomorrow morning. Would that be? So, Iva Snyder confessed to the Channing murder?
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? I only heard about it this afternoon when I went by the station.
Why would she do that?
To get Craig off the hook, apparently.
Boy, she must really care about him.
Yeah, I'll say. You know what bothers me?
What?
Despite the fact that we've got Denise's confession, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, like the planted luggage and the briefcase and the lipstick we found at the construction site.
Just ask my mom.
Ha! Fact chance.
Fat chance. What the heck is that?
Haven't you ever seen this?
No.
Isn't this wonderful? Kim had a whole bunch of these made. Isn't it great? Haven't you even been by your campaign headquarters, for goodness sake? You should see it. There are volunteers swarming all over everything, all over posters and leaflets and your pictures plastered all over the place. And God, you could look good.
Well, you know, I've been doing so much running around and making speeches that I haven't had a chance to see that. I am just amazed that Kim has gotten everything organized so fast.
Yeah, and I heard that even there was a campaign contribution by Barbara. You know what? I must admit that I'm actually still a little surprised by what she told us at the hospital. I never thought I'd believe another word that came out of that woman's mouth, but I actually think that she was sorry for what she tried to do to us.
I don't want to talk about Barbara anymore.
Sounds good to me.
You are on maternity leave. You do not have to answer that phone.
I don't have to. I want to.
No. Okay, I'll get it.
No!
Yes, I will.
Come on.
I'll get it.
Oh.
This is the Hughes residence. We are unable to take your call right now, but if you'd like to leave a message...
Tom.
Tom, is that you? What's going on?
Brian?
Yeah. Is that a machine or what?
Or what? Sorry. How the hell are you?
I'm fine. I'm just calling to congratulate the next DA in Oakdale.
You heard all the way out there, huh?
Yeah. Kim sent us a campaign flyer. It's terrific. You're a shoo-in.
Well, let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. How's Las Vegas?
Fine. We're both very anxious. Oakdale's looking real good.
Well, just be patient. You only got a couple more days, and McKechnie's not squawking about contesting anything.
Hey, ask him if there's been any more trouble.
Yeah, I heard. No, everything's fine. How's Lisa?
Well, why don't I let Margot answer that one?
Hi, Brian. We miss you.
You too, Margot. How's Lisa?
She's still under police protection.
Let me talk to Margot.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, pregnant lady, how are you?
I'm feeling fine. I'm fine. Well, now, we had a scare a while ago, but everything's okay. As a matter of fact, Tom and I were just snuggling under the covers and watching some movie. Hey.
What?
I'm sorry. The DA's trying to get some more votes. I think I better hang up now.
Okay, I envy you your marital bliss. I look forward to a little bit of my own very soon. Bye-bye. As soon as we finish dinner, I want the two of us to sit down over a chilled bottle of champagne and discuss a terrific idea I have had. Okay?
What concoction are we having this evening?
Well, why don't I just surprise you?
You know, talking to Tom made me realize how anxious I am to get back to Oakdale.
Really? I've been having a lot of fun since you got here. Oh, darn it.
got to ask Tom how long we have to wait after the divorce decree until we can get married.
No time limit, my sweet. A divorce is a divorce is divorce. Of course, Margot's dress may need some alterations by now. I think it would be a kick if she took them to Barbara to have her do them, don't you think?
Brian McCall, I knew you weren't listening to me the other night. I said that I didn't want Simply Babs anywhere near our wedding this time.
You smell something burning?
Oh, no, my hooky, me on me is burning.
Where have you been all evening, Duncan? A shipment arrived. Had to take care of it by myself.
Sorry, I had an engagement with the Bunny Barbara.
I must say, you seem to be spending an awful lot of time with that lady recently.
Why, Hensley, do I detect a note of jealousy?
But you're still a married man. Barbara Ryan's supposed to be my prize.
Aye, well, I've grown tired of that game, old pal. I'm tempted to let Shannon's divorce go through. You know, Hensley, you're far too laid back when it comes to the opposite sex.
Well, I'm finding Miss Ryan more and more attractive these days. But you're in my way.
Well, we've been competitive since we were 12 years old. Why not go for it? Make the game more interesting.
I may just do that.
Barbara, we both feel the same element of danger in our attraction to one another. You can't deny that. But never taught me with other men to drive me mad with jealousy, the way Suzanne did. Who's that?
It's only I, Duncan. I tried to put flowers on Father's and Mother's graves, but the cemetery is locked. I asked Hensley for the key, but he wouldn't give it to me.
Oh, don't fret, dearest. It's far too dark to go do that now anyway. I'll do it for you in the morning.
I'm so worried about Thomas. I know he's out on the moors with Suzanne.
No, he's not. He's back in London finishing up business so he can be here for the wedding.
Duncan, I so want to believe that. But it's been far too long since I've even seen him.
Ah, nonsense. It hasn't been nearly as long as you think.
I fear there are times when Thomas wants to come to me, but there's something preventing him. It must be Suzanne.
Come in. She's here. She came in through the secret passageway.
Oh, you mustn't use those. They're far too dangerous, and you can get lost. Oh, they fascinate me, like they did little Paul. I remember how excited he was when he saw the man in the monk's robe.
Beatrice, that was Hensley. What is it, dearest? You're not frightened of Hensley, are you?
Well, I know you're very fond of him. You've been friends for years. Thomas likes him, too. Well, he even asked him to help with our honeymoon plans. But...
But what?
Oh, I just know Thomas is out there somewhere. Why doesn't he come to me? It's getting so close to our wedding, and he's not here.
Here, you guys take care, right?
Yeah. Right, thanks.
Hey, Seth, listen, sorry to hear about your sister.
Thanks, Casey. Is this table all right?
Yeah, fine. Hi.
Oh, Lila, how's it going in there?
They're just finishing the CAT scan now, so I'm grabbing a quick coffee. I think I have a long night ahead of me. Have you seen Craig?
No, not lately.
Would you like to join me?
Sure, why not?
Maybe we should talk to Lila about the hospital social services. I mean, there might be a way you could pay over an extended period of time.
Just give me a chance to think, will you? I mean, there was so much going on tonight. I mean, without telling anybody that I was insured.
Any new news?
Yes, she's back from the CAT scan. Your mother is with her now. We're keeping visitors to a minimum because Hessler and Eichler want to run some more tests.
Okay. Look, will you excuse me?
Yeah, I'll wait here for you.
Hey there.
John.
Hello.
I'm so glad Carl Hessler's assigned to Iva. I remember how wonderful he was with Dusty.
Yeah, Carl's the best.
Hey, what's with you and Dusty anyway?
Well, we had a little disagreement. It seems that Dusty's moved out for a couple of days to let off some steam.
Time for me to get back to the floor.
Dusty said anything to you about Meg Snyder?
Not really. We had a few talks about girls and libidos lately, but is that what all this trouble is with Meg?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, yeah.
Well, why don't you talk to him and try to help him?
I have talked to him. That's exactly why he moved out.
Oh, yikes. I think I get the picture. Meg pregnant?
Look, I'm trying to persuade him to go see Dr. Samuel so he can discuss all the options with him. Well, with her. I was hoping maybe you could help me out with that.
Oh, geez, I don't know. I mean, I can't bring it up when he hasn't even told me about the subject.
Couldn't you just try to find a way to talk to him? I mean, after all, you're more in his age group. Maybe he'll listen to you. I'm just afraid he's about to make a mistake that he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right?
Thanks, Kate. Sure. Thanks a lot. I'll see you around.
All right. It's a real bummer about Iva, huh?
Yeah. It's wonderful to see a family pulled together the way the Snyders have.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Hughes clan. Must be a real comfort for Seth to have you around, huh?
I hope so.
Hey, any news?
Oh, hey, Freddie, no, not yet. Listen, have you seen Lily around?
Well, last time I saw her, she was down in an emergency.
I'll check there. I'll make a phone call first, thanks.
Look, Sierra, I didn't come here to upset you. But you have to understand my position. If you're pregnant,
Look, I'm
your
not
husband...
pregnant, and I do not want to discuss it anymore.
John Dixon told
I
me
don't
that...
care what John Dixon said.
All right. Don't get upset. I know that you're not feeling well.
Look, I mean it, Tonio. Please leave. I've got enough on my mind worrying about Iva.
You mean Craig, don't you?
I have never lied about my feelings for Craig since Foxwood Lodge, and they haven't changed. So please leave so I can answer that.
All right, Sarah. Good night.
Hello?
Hi, baby, it's me. I'm still at the hospital.
Oh, Craig, I'm so glad you called. How's Iva?
She can't move her legs. We don't know if it's temporary or what yet, but I want to stick around here until I hear more information.
Oh, sure, I understand. Will you keep me posted, please?
Well, yeah, but look, it might be quite late before I hear anything.
I don't care how late it is. I really want to know, please. I'll be waiting.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Secret. Now Secret has a powder fresh scent with the same strong pH balanced formula to help keep a woman dry. And by Ivory. There's a pure, natural kind of clean when you lather up with Ivory. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Can't believe this. This is supposed to be the first night of my maternity leave, and you're writing a speech. This is supposed to be a cozy, romantic evening.
Honey, just
in bed.
give me a second, all right?
A second.
If elected, I have every intention of...
Never, ever leaving my wife neglected in bed beside me while I'm writing
Hughes,
this stupid speech.
give me my speech back. I have to make a very good impression on the League of Women Voters.
Why don't you make a very good impression on me?
I will.
What
Just
about
wait a minute.
movie?
I'm watching. Give me my speech.
You're watching?
I'm watching, I
Fine.
promise.
What's going on with our movie?
The blonde?
The blonde.
Mm-hmm. The blonde is trying to get her lawyer into bed.
The blonde is a man. And
Oh.
that's his accountant.
Sorry.
Never mind. Never mind. Why don't we just wait until you finish writing your speech, and then we'll watch it together.
Okay, sweetie pie, thanks.
Okay?
Mhm.
And I'll call the station.
Whoa! Blackmail.
That's not blackmail. I
There it
really do
is.
want to call. I want to talk to Hal. I want to see how he's doing. I worry about him.
Yeah. Boy, that must have been tough on him to find out about Denise. Things were getting real serious, weren't they?
Yeah, they'd moved in together. I think, you know, he was falling in love, you know? That's weird. How things can change like that. You know, one minute being so happy and the next... whammo. Scary.
You know you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. I don't think
I
we're
know you're
discussing
always
that.
right. And I think this night should be just for you and me.
Well, that's a smart DA.
You want romance?
I want the romance.
You got romance.
I've got romance. Where are you going?
I have a surprise. Don't go away.
Don't go away. He has romance in mind, and I'm by myself in the bedroom. How romantic can one be by oneself? Don't answer that. There it is. Blonde, taking his...
Ta-da.
What's that?
Well, it was going to be champagne. But since we're pregnant, I thought
We're
sparkling
pregnant?
apple cider would do a little better.
And when are we due? Isn't this wonderful?
Here's to
You feed me?
February.
To February.
I can hardly wait.
Well,
Oh, what?
what do you think?
Oh, delicious. It's a little overcooked.
Brian, can I help it if the stove decided to explode?
Hey, what did you want to talk to me about?
Oh, that. Well, I know we decided to change our plans for our wedding in Oakdale, but I have an even better idea.
Oh, yeah? What?
I think we should get married before we get back.
You mean you want to get married here?
Oh, no, not here. We could go anywhere we wanted. We could fly to Tibet, get married in the Himalayas, or we could be on a houseboat in Kashmir on the lake. Oh, you would absolutely love it there.
We already planned to get married in Oakdale. A lot of people are counting on it.
Hey, loosen up, will you? Where is your sense of adventure and romance?
I just want to make the plans like we already made them, you know? I will get married with relatives and friends around.
Well, okay. But why settle for one wedding? We could have one in the Himalayas, and then we could have one in Oakdale. I just want to get married so we can put Duncan McKechnie behind us.
Well, so do I, but I don't want to be forced into some kind of bizarre wedding I'm not ready for. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Hey, what kind of a question is that?
No, it's just that ever since you arrived here, even though we've been together, your mind seems to keep drifting off somewhere. I feel like I'm losing you, Brian.
Don't be silly. That's not the case at all.
Well, then what is it?
I just keep thinking about how those creeps forced me in to stop writing the editorials, and it makes me damn mad.
Are you sure that's all it is?
Yes. I hate being strong-armed by those goons.
Well, love, if that's what it is, I don't think you should worry about us. I'm not afraid of those creeps. I'm sure that Lisa feels exactly the same way. I think you should go ahead, write your editorials, and run them out of town on a rail.
I love you for saying that. But you're too precious to lose.
I love you. That's why I worry you so much.
I'm sorry. I promise not to be so preoccupied.
No, don't promise anything you can't keep. I'm just glad to finally know what it was that was really bothering you. I'll get the coffee. Even though we've been together, it seems your mind keeps wandering off somewhere. Promise I love you. And I need you. Hurry back to me, my dearest.
Dr. Terry get you some soup, okay?
Okay, I'll come with you.
No, stay here. Dr. Hessel's gonna be finished with Ivy soon. You should stay here. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Just you wait. Why are you so determined to see Dr. Samuels?
Meg, I don't understand why you have any problem with that.
I don't. It's just...
I mean, if you don't want to go, it's fine. I'll go by myself. It's no big thing.
What if we get good news about Ivor? Then we could leave tonight.
Meg, let's get one thing straight. We're not going to go tonight. I have an appointment in the morning with Dr. Samuels. I'm keeping it.
What in the world can she possibly tell you except that I'm pregnant? What's the big deal?
I don't know. Possibly she can tell me how to take care of you, recommend a doctor in New York. I don't know. Something good. Okay? Stay here. I'll be right back.
Oh, Seth, is there any news?
No, nothing yet. I'll let you know. Hey, how you holding up?
Okay, I guess.
Look, I'm real worried about Mama. She hasn't had anything to eat since noon. I think we ought to go out and get her something and bring her back up.
Okay. You want to come with us?
No, thanks. I'll wait here, okay?
Okay.
Meg,
What?
I'd like to speak to you for a minute, please.
I'm really upset about Ivor right now. Please leave me alone.
I'm upset about Ivan, too. Look, I'll be more than happy to leave you alone as soon as I've had my say. Dusty told me you were pregnant. So I know it's part of your scheme, trapping Dusty into marriage. God, the poor guy doesn't even realize.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. Please, just answer me one question. Your plan, your scheme, it works out. What do you end up with? What do you really have?
A husband for
A husband? You're supposed to love your husband. God, doesn't it even bother you that he's throwing his whole life away for this? One day he's gonna hate you. He's gonna hate you for what you've done, and I don't envy you for that day when it comes.
I don't know what you're talking about. You have never appreciated Dusty, not for 1 minute.
You're wrong! You're wrong! You're wrong. I know Dusty's a wonderful guy. I know he is. I know him better than anybody does, and he deserves a lot better than you, that's for sure.
Lily, I was asking for you. Come on. Come on.
What about me?
All right, now look, if Ivor doesn't have any medical coverage, you have to be able to cover all the hospital expenses. Do you understand that?
Baby, I know.
I mean, even if the insurance is lapsed, you are responsible.
Baby, I
Now, the
know
hospital
all
is going to be contacting the insurance company in the morning. You have to get down there first thing and make sure that the bills are sent directly to you and not to Ivor.
Right, the problem is I don't know if we have that much in the bank.
It doesn't matter. If you have to take out a loan, then you take out a loan. That money has to be there for her.
Okay, fine. I said I would handle it. You know, one thing I don't need is for you to go to Craig behind my back and ask him for another loan.
Excuse me. Hi. You all right? Not really. You know, no matter how hard I try, some things never change.
Hey, Dusty. Hey, Casey, how's it going?
Oh, not bad. Listen, can we talk for a minute?
I gotta bring this soup to Meg right now.
It'll only take a second. Come on, sit down. So, how's it going?
Could be better.
Yeah, it looks like you're still having girl trouble, am I right?
You're right.
I can tell by the look on your face. My guess is it boils down to one thing.
Please don't tell me it's that obvious to everybody.
No. It's obvious to me because I'm a doctor and I'm trained to look for stuff like that. I've seen you with Meg, and I've seen her crying, and you told me about the riff you had with John. Is Meg pregnant?
Yes, Casey, she's pregnant. Please don't tell anyone.
I won't. Come on, I wouldn't do that. I know what you must be going through. I mean, I've had friends in similar situations. But if you wouldn't mind a little unsolicited advice...
Oh, go ahead. Oh.
I think what you ought to do in this case is go to somebody who might be able to help you, like maybe Meg's doctor.
Oh, right, Dr. Samuels. Yeah, she's seeing Dr. Samuels. I'm going to Dr. Samuels tomorrow morning. I have an appointment.
Good. Audrey's very good. She'll help you find the right solution, believe me.
I mean, it's just, you know, so wild there all the time. I warned you about, you know, watching out for those floorboards and everything.
I think I'm going to leave you two alone, okay, for a little while?
All right. Thanks a lot.
I'll be back.
Okay.
You gotta be okay. You just gotta.
Now listen to me, Lily. You gotta promise me something, okay?
Anything for you, anything.
I'm gonna be all right. I want you to be strong. Okay?
I can't believe you're worried about me when you're the one that's hurt.
Well, it makes me feel better just knowing you're here.
So, did the doctor say anything?
Not yet. But, listen, I want you to know something. You know how much I love you? Mm-hmm.
I love you too. Your friendship is the best thing that ever happened to me in my whole life.
Good. Thanks.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but your mother's on the phone.
You know what she wants?
She's wondering when you'll be home.
Can you do me a favor, Lila? Can you tell her that I'm going to just stay here tonight with Iva, please?
All right.
I think you ought to talk to her.
I don't care about anything else right now except you. I just want you to get better.
How's Beatrice?
She finally fell asleep.
Thank God.
Duncan, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm just worried about Beatrice.
No, there's more than that. Does this have something to do with Miss Ryan?
Rosalind, you could always read me so well. Yes, I suppose it does. I saw a different side of Barbara last night, a side that surprised me.
What was that?
She was very giving and kind to someone who needed it.
Well, I don't mean to sound cynical, Duncan, but Suzanne used to show a gentler side, too, when it suited her.
I know that, but I don't think Barbara was pretending. Good Lord, Rosalind. Am I doomed to be haunted by the ghost of Suzanne? I promised myself that I would never be driven to the brink of madness again by a woman. And here I am tormented by Barbara. I'm even thinking of following her to New York.
Oh, Duncan, I wouldn't advise that. You'd just be asking for the same kind of trouble. Well, I think I'll say goodnight. Can I bring you something before I turn in?
No, nothing, thank you.
Will you try and sleep?
You too.
Good night.
Good night. Damn, this can't be happening again.
Duncan, hold me.
What?
I had a terrible dream. What? I think it was a dream. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's real.
Well, why don't you tell me about it?
I was out on the moors picking flowers for my wedding bouquet, and I saw Suzanne. At first, I thought she was having a secret meeting with Thomas, so I hid to hear what they were talking about. And then I realized that it wasn't Thomas at all. It was you.
Me?
Yes, you were having a terrible argument, and...
Oh, go on. What happened?
you were strangling her.
What is wrong with me? Why do I feel so strange?
I told you, Steve. You have all the classic symptoms of a pregnancy. Why wouldn't you listen to me?
But Dr. Samuel
The
said...
blood test came back negative. John's not your doctor. I am. But doctors can make mistakes. And if you are pregnant, you've got to tell Craig.
But if I'm not pregnant, Betsy, I'm really afraid there's something seriously wrong.
Sweetheart,
Oh, Craig, I'm so glad that you're here.
I can't stay. Iva needs me. You have to understand, I have to be with her now. I owe her that much after all she's done. You do understand, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Goodbye.
What about me, Craig? I need you too.
John Dixon told me that you're pregnant. Why didn't you tell me, Sierra? I'm your husband.
But Dr. Samuel said the test came out negative.
I'd like to run another pregnancy test, Mrs. Ray. Based on your latest examination, there's a possibility that you might be pregnant after all. I want you to come see me first thing in the morning, all right?
What am I going to do? Oh, Craig, where are you?
It's no use calling her Craig, Sierra. If you're pregnant, it's up to your husband to take care of it.
No. No, I want Craig.
Craig's gone now. He's with Iva. But I'm right here. I'll never let you go again.
You have the results of the test.
Just now.
And how is she?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Mrs. Snyder, it's not what I'd hoped for.
What do you mean?
Well, the CAT scan indicates that there's a fracture of one of the lower lumbar of the vertebra. And there's putting pressure on the spinal cord, and that's what's causing the paralysis.
You're saying that she could be permanently paralyzed?
Stay tuned for Capital. Next on most of these CBS stations. Fashions by Aquascutum of London, 5th Avenue, New York. Shoes furnished by Daniel Evans, New York.